Hey guys, Easter time is approaching. Join me as I bake the fluffiest, most delicious hot cross buns that you'll absolutely love. Whether it's Easter brunch or just a cozy Sunday morning with family, everyone will be begging for more. So your ingredients, as I've listed them on the screen, I'm also gonna put them for you in the description box. You're gonna start with 6 cups of flour, 5 tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 4 teaspoons instant yeast. Those are your dry ingredients that you're gonna start with. And then once you mixed all your dry ingredients, then you're gonna start putting your spices, which is going to be 6 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, 6 teaspoons of mixed spice, allspice. It differs, but I'm using the Robertson's one, and I'm putting in 6 teaspoons of that. And then from there we are going to be adding our orange zest, our raisins and fruit flakes. But when it comes to the fruit flakes, it's an optional thing. It's an optional thing, and the raisins, you can put the mixed ones. If you want, you can put mixed raisins. They come with mixed or not. So if you find the mixed ones, they will still work out fine. So you put 2 cups of the raisins and a quarter cup of orange zest and some fruit flakes. I put about a quarter cup, and then I added my softened butter or margarine, 3 tablespoons of that, so that we have that fluffy texture on our buns. So with the wet mixture, I mixed some milk and water. So milk and water, you're gonna add about 4 to 6 cups of that, and it has to be warm, lukewarm, so that it can activate the yeast, so that this can rise. Your mixture must rise. So make sure, it's very important, you must make sure that the water that you're gonna put in there, or the milk, both the milk and the water, that mixture must be lukewarm. So it's very important. So you mix all your ingredients like that, and as you can see, it's like that. And I put it now on a floured surface after everything is incorporated together. And then I put the flour on the counter so that I can start kneading it. So you're gonna knead it for about, I think, 5 minutes, 5 to 6 minutes, until you can see that it's becoming elastic, sort of like that elastic texture. So that's when you'll know that it is ready. So this is how it's gonna look, and then from there we are going to let it sit inside. As you can see, I'm using a little bit of oil just to make sure that it's easy to handle, it doesn't stick to your hands and all that. And then from there, I'm going to also oil the bowl that I'm going to put it in, so that it can rise. So after putting it in that bowl, I'm going to cover it and leave it in a warm place, somewhere where it's warm, so that it can rise for about an hour and a half, about an hour or to an hour and a half. Once it doubles in size, then it is ready. And then I'm knocking out the air, and then I'm going to knead it again, put it down there, so that I must start cutting it. So for you to cut it, I'm using this method of cutting it. I put it into a log, and then I make sure that I'm measuring. As you can see there, I'm just measuring so that because it's gonna yield about 16 buns. So because it's gonna yield about 16 buns, you can cut about 16 of those. Make sure that they are at least equal. Even if you can use a scale to make sure that every single one is the same size, you can do that, or you can do it the way I'm doing it. And then you're gonna roll it on the inside. As you can see, I'm rolling it to the bottom on the inside, so that I make nice little balls, and then I put them there, and then I cover them again. As you can see, leave them on the counter for a little bit, so that they rise again. It's gonna rise again. So this is what I'm gonna make the crosses with. I just mixed the flour and some water, just a half a cup to a cup of flour and some water, so that you get that paste. As you can see, the consistency of the paste, that's what I'm gonna make the crosses with. So you do that with that, and then I put it in a temporary thing, so that even plastic is okay. You can take just normal plastic and then cut it at the bottom, so that you can be able to make those crosses. And as you can see, they have doubled again, they have risen again, because I put them on the side a little bit. And then you make your crosses with that flour and water mixture. So that's how you do it. So as you know, the crosses represent, you know, if you are a Christian, Easter is all about the Christ, and you know it means that when he was carrying the cross and whatnot. If you are a Christian, then you know all about that, and then the crosses represent that, you know. So that's why I think that's how the hot cross buns came about. And then you're gonna take that and put it in the oven 150 for about 30 to 40 minutes, and then they will be ready. And then we are going to make our glaze, which is 2 tablespoons of apricot jam. We mix it with water and then make sure that it doesn't have lumps. And then you're gonna glaze them while they are hot. You must make sure you glaze them while they are hot, and then they become shiny and nice, as you can see. And I'm sure your family will love this on Easter morning or just the regular Sunday morning. You can just make this for that. So guys, I hope you're gonna love this, and if you do make them, please let me know how you find it. I usually enjoy mine with just a regular butter. Just put butter on it. You can even put some cheese in there. You'll enjoy that with some cheese. The savoriness of cheese will bring in a very nice flavor. And then you can have this on anytime. It doesn't have to be Easter. So guys, thank you so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and please let me know what you think of the recipe. Thank you for watching.